Hey guys! So today what I wanted to talk to you about was another film that I watched recently on recommendation from my friend Matt, who also did a video on it kind of explaining um, one of the main themes in the film. So definitely check it up in whichever corner it is. It'll also be on the end screen if you want to watch this video first. But yeah, so the film is called The Little Prince and it can be found on Netflix. So if you're on Netflix, definitely go watch it if you'd like. It's an animated film that came out last year, and I think it's Netflix exclusive. So it was made by them. It's on that platform. It's very very good. It's an animated film, and it basically follows this little girl who goes on the search for the little prince because she's heard stories about him from this guy called the Aviator. And I don't really want to give too much away, but it's a really interesting film because it explores what the difference is between children and adults, which is kind of what I was talking about last in a video before. But the cool thing about this film is the fact that there are so many cool messages, such as um, the thing that is most important is often what you don't see, as well as the fact that what you have is important because it's yours. And I think that's so important because we often compare ourselves so much to other people that we forget that what we have is important and so great because it's ours. It doesn't have to be, mind blowing to be important. And it doesn't have to be unique to be important. It just has to be ours. And we have to have built, a good relationship and a good, you've got to build grounding between yourself and, it could be a hobby that you have or, a skill or another person. You don't have to have a unique relationship with something for it to be important to you. And it all depends on what you put into it. And I think that was absolutely crucial, I think, in just understanding everything, I think, because it's so easy to get caught up in thinking what you'd like to have. We can idealize so much in our lives, but we forget to look at what we actually have and why that's actually so important and so awesome, because that's really really important to remember, I think. Another thing was just thinking about the fact that when we become adults, often we forget, and that in film is the main difference between become being a kid and being an adult. And I guess what you forget is something that I think everyone has to explore. What do you not want to forget about what you're like as a child when you grow up? So I guess I don't want to say too much because I'd really love to hear your thoughts. So what do you think it's easy to forget between the transition of becoming an adult from being a kid? What's so important about being a kid? That's so, important and crucial that we remember when we become adults, because it's so easy when we're kids to be like, I really want to become an adult. But what do we need to remember as adults that we knew when we were kids? There we are. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful time doing what you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.